All right, so I'm back with another episode of Ask Asa, man. So this is I haven't been asked this question before, but we're gonna touch on it in the Bible, man. So the question is, are you transphobic? Are you transphobic? I actually never been asked this shit before, so it kind of caught me off guard when I opened. I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of different. But we're gonna go in the Bible and I'm gonna explain some things. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 7 verse 36. Then said I, Abraham prayed first for the Sodomites, and Moses for the fathers that sinned in the wilderness. Why did I get this? Because our forefathers, we had a level of compassion, right? So just because you might be doing wrong or something wrong according to the Bible, we don't want you just completely destroyed. We still want you to get a level of grace so you can fix your situation, because we know the end of what's going on in this country. You know what I'm saying? This whole transsexual, changing of kinds thing, it's not gonna end well. And most people, when you look at the numbers, they're not happy with their decision on the back end. So do I agree with the trans thing? I don't. But do I come down on them super hard where it's like I'm being mean or disrespectful to them? No, I don't. You know what I'm saying? You got to pray for them. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, because whatever might be on them, you don't know how they dealing with that shit. So I would take the stance of my forefather. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 7 verse 36. Then said I, Abraham prayed first for the Sodomites. So you all know what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah. Y'all know what happened in that situation. He prayed for them. Why? Because he didn't want them to, you know what I'm saying, go through what they about to go through. But at the end of the day, it was what it was. Let's continue. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6. I'm going to start at verse 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of God. So first and foremost, we just touching on all this. So it's not like, okay, I know a lot of people, especially in the Christian church, they only deem homosexuality or the trans thing as something bad, where the scriptures talk about a long list of stuff that's gonna get you put to death at the end of the day, right? So we take the stance on, we got to touch on everything, right? So no, because the same way people give grace to an adulterer, people give grace to a liar, people give grace to pedos, right? But a lot of times, especially on social media, people don't want to give that grace to the trans community. I'm gonna give you that grace, but I'm not gonna just allow you to stay like that. I'm gonna actually have a conversation with you to show you where my mind is and what I might think about it. Now, does that mean that we got to hate each other? No. But I'm gonna tell you what God told me to tell you. Verse 11. And such were some of you. That's the point that I wanted out of this. He said, and such were some of you. That's past tense. So it was people in the church that was doing things that was contrary to God, right? So they had to give them the grace to fix that. If they came into the situation already healed, why would they have this in there? So, am I transphobic? No. Do I agree with it? No. So I don't have no hatred, or I'm not fearful of the trans community, but I do know that it's not okay from my belief system, if that make any sense. So, and I know a lot of times, in a lot of these situations, we like to get into these bags where, especially with the LGBT, they want you to see things from their point of view, but they don't want to see things from the other people's point of view. Now, we can agree to disagree. At the end of the day, you can live your life, and I ain't got to press my beliefs on you, right? But if you come into me, I'm giving you the book. That's what I'm gonna do. But I don't have to, you know what I'm saying, seek you out, and I'm not gonna show up at a LGBT rally and try to shame all y'all. Y'all do what y'all want to do, man. If you want the information, you can come to me. Let's get some more right quick. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 29. Lo, this only have I found, that God hath made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions. This is why one of the reasons why I don't believe in the trans thing. I think it's a mental situation. That's just me. Because the scriptures say God made man upright, but they sought out their own inventions. This is something that you wanted to do. Whatever reason why you want to do it, you can do what you want to do. But I'm going to give you the book. God said he created men to be upright. You're not born gay. You're not born in the wrong body. You was born how you were supposed to be born. Now, whether you like that or not is on you. Let's go. Let's get some more right quick. Now, some people might say what I'm saying is transphobic, but I don't see it that way. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14. I'm gonna start at 22. Moreover, this was not enough for them, that they erred in the knowledge of God, but whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance, those so great plagues called they peace. Because especially in America, right, we see all these different things going on, and people that see what's happening, it's crazy to us because it's like, okay, this not gonna end well, right? But the people that don't know what's going on, they living in that great war of ignorance where they think it's peaceful to try to get everything included. But y'all don't know the evil stuff behind a lot of the stuff that they pushing out here. Verse 23, whilst they slew their children in sacrifices, that's abortions, or used secret ceremonies. I know a lot of people, they understand about the Illuminati and all these other things. We see a lot of this stuff happening on TV, but a lot of people don't understand what they're watching. Or made revelings of strange rites. They kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled, but either one slew another traitorously or grieved him by adultery. We see this all the time. Your homeboys killing homeboys. Supposed to be friends, y'all killing each other. You know what I'm saying? Friends sleeping with their friend wife. We see this all the time. We like this damn near what the music about. Killing and sleeping with each other person. Verse 25, so that there reign in all men without exception blood, manslaughter, theft, dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury. Now, this giving a long list of the characteristics of what comes behind idolatry. When you read from the top down, these are the characteristics that come behind idolatry, right? Verse 26, disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good terms, defiling of souls, changing of kind. So this is a characteristic of what's been going on in this country. This is not normal. It's not normal to have men and women want to change their gender or sex. It's not normal. This is a characteristic of idolatry. Disorder in marriages, adultery, and shameless uncleanness. For the worshiping of idols, not to be named, is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. So the same thing with Adam and Eve, it was idolatry. She was doing things against God. The actions that she was taking was against what God told her, which was idolatry. Same thing going on today. When Christ come back, the main sin that's going to be on the earth is idolatry. Guess what? The trans thing is idolatry. It's a characteristic of idolatry at the end of the day. So you might ask the question, well, how do you know that changing of kind is changing your gender? When you read in Leviticus chapter 18, let's get it right quick. I don't want to just be talking. Let's see. Leviticus chapter 18 verse 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination. So that changing of kind is a man wanting to be a woman. Now, obviously, back in the day, you had situations where you might have a man acting like a woman or a woman acting like a man. But the technology has progressed so far that you have the technology now that you can turn yourself into. You know what I'm saying? Because in that second Ezra, when you was talking about in second Ezra, it's talking about things today is going to be way worse than it's ever been on the planet in terms of wickedness. So we're going to be seeing things that our forefathers haven't really seen. So that changing of kind, they wasn't doing that back then. There wasn't no operation to get you, you know what I'm saying, to get you what you was looking for. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I pray for y'all, man, because the ending of that is gonna be bad. This is Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 9. Then the Lord put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And the Lord said unto me, Behold, I have put my words in thy mouth. See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms, to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down, to build and to plant. Now, why did I get this? Because the first thing people want to get into, right, when they ask questions like this is a lot of times they don't. Let me just say it. I'm not going to be scared to tell you that I think what you're doing is wrong according to the scriptures. I was woke up to tell my people, hey, you doing it wrong. There's a judgment for what you're doing. And if you don't stop, bad things are going to happen. Now, you don't have to believe me, right? But the question you got to ask yourself is, who am I that I can upset you by telling you that? Because if I tell you that and it upsets you, it's because you know something in it is correct. Because most people, when you tell me something that's incorrect according to me, I don't give a damn. So if what I'm saying don't matter to you and you're going to continue to live your life, you shouldn't be upset by what I'm saying. But I'm going to tell you what God told me to tell you so I can clean my own hands. So am I transphobic? No, I was given a job. If I came in contact with anybody that's living that lifestyle, I would inform them that it's the wrong way to go. I'll put it like that. Do I hate you? No. Am I scared to be around you? No. But do I agree with your lifestyle? I do not. I do not. But I hope that answered the question. Are you transphobic? Some might say I am because of how I talk. But according to the term, no. But you know, it is what it is. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I'm out.